and welcome everybody. What is going on? So this is one of those rare times where I actually make a transfer video on just one piece of transfer, and that is because it seems to be set in stone. It's one of the worst kept secrets in the Bundesliga, and that is that Goretzka will join Bayern at the end of the season. Now this comes according to Sky Sports News, who claim that that is now set in stone, that Goretzka is definitely going to join us in the summer. And like I said, it's one of the worst kept secrets. A lot of us kind of expected that, especially with Uli Hoeneß coming in, obviously, and Goretzka being the quote-unquote next Ballack. You just kind of expected him to ultimately end up at Bayern. You're a young player that is really good. You kind of expect that. You kind of expect him to go, especially with, like I said, Uli Hoeneß coming in, and obviously he wants to get more and more talent into the club. Now the only problem I have with that is obviously that he's a midfielder, and I feel the one position that we're pretty stacked on is the midfield. I think that we have a lot of midfielders. I think we have a lot of players for that position, so it is kind of weird. That's why I didn't really talk about the Verratti rumours that happened yesterday and 2 days ago, because I just never saw those reliable. I just didn't think those were going to happen at all, even despite the sources, because our midfield is kind of stacked, and now with Goretzka coming in, obviously it's going to be even more stacked. So the question really just the question now is really just, you know, what's going to happen? You know, we've got so many midfielders. What's going to happen next? How is this going to proceed? And ultimately, it's going to be quite interesting. It's going to be quite an interesting season next season, because obviously now we have two young players. Obviously, one much younger than the other. Well, we have three essentially: Kimmich, we have Goretzka, and we have Sanchez. And obviously, nobody's been sold, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how next season is going to be, because there's going to be a lot of players for positions, in a position that really we didn't really need that much depth in. There were other positions that we should be looking at much more intently, but I'm happy. Now Goretzka, I've got the stats here. Let me just Goretzka here himself, obviously he has had 39 appearances, and he scored 8 goals and 5 assists, roughly, you know, a goal every 404 minutes, which isn't too bad for a midfielder. It's roughly every 5 games, I'd say. 5 times, yeah, roughly every 5 games, 4.5 games. So it's not really that bad, but it could certainly be better. And like I said, he is young, so that's that. I'm a fan of him. I really am. I just thought we would have to sell somebody to actually get him, and that doesn't seem to be the case this time. So you know what, I'm happy. I am not complaining. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Like I said, this is all according to Sky Sports News, but they said, you know, they claimed that he is definitely signing. So when Sky Sports is that precise, when they are so intent on something, when they believe something so strongly, then usually it takes a day or two until it gets confirmed by the club. So yep. We'll see. I guess we'll see. I'll see you then. Peace out, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye.